News coming in right now. Sources are indicating to India today that the Congress High Command has approved the name of Bhupinder Singh Sukhu as the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. Sukhu's name likely to be announced by this evening after discussion with other leaders of the party. Remember, there is a CLP meeting, a Congress Legislature Party meeting, which is scheduled to take place shortly in Shimla. Already MLAs have started gathering for that meeting, and you can see some of the sloganeering that is happening on our screens right now. These are pictures coming in from outside the hotel in Shimla where the central observers are present. These are supporters of Pratibha Singh who are objecting to reports that Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu could be named as the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. Remember, nothing is official at the moment. That meeting is to take place, but sources indicating that Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu could be named the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, and supporters and backers of Pratibha Singh are now raising slogans against the central observers outside the hotel where the central observers are present at the moment. Both my colleagues Kamaljeet Sandhu and Lalit Sharma are now joining me live from Shimla. I'll go across to Kamaljeet because she's where those slogans are being raised at the moment. Kamaljeet, tell us what's happening behind you. Kamaljeet?
Follow me, you would understand there is utter chaos here. These are Pratibha Singh supporters who are saying high command, high. They're saying we are with the Haroli Lodge. Sukhu nahi chalega. Now we'll try and get you a sense. पार्टी हाई कमान ने अगर नाम तय करना है, आप लोग क्यों इतना ऐसे नारेबाजी?
देखिए, हम चाहते हैं कि पार्टी हाई कमान इस तरह से जो मुखिया को चुनाव करे, जिन्होंने ग्राउंड लेवल पे मेहनत की है, जिन्होंने पूरे प्रदेश में रैलियां की है, जो अपने घर से सिर्फ बाहर नहीं निकले, उनको हम नहीं मान सकते।
नहीं मानेंगे। Let's just try and get a sense. आप लोग क्यों यहाँ पर इस तरह से विरोध प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं? पार्टी, आपके ही पार्टी के नेताओं ने कहा कि पार्टी हाई कमान पे फैसला छोड़ा है, तो इतना नाराजगी क्यों?
मैडम, ये इतना वक्त क्यों लगाया जा रहा है? जब रानी प्रतिभा सिंह की अध्यक्षता में आप चुनाव लड़ा है, तो आज तो सब तोड़नी चाहिए थी। आज 48 घंटे हो गए और आप अभी तक उसको लेट कर रहे हैं। आखिर क्यों? क्या कारण है? जिस औरत ने ये मैडम नारी हट है और उसके साथ साथ राजहट है, ये हिमाचल की नारियां हैं जिन्होंने की पुरुषों से ज्यादा यहाँ पर वोटिंग की है इस बार। और सिर्फ रानी
देख रहे हैं, जो लोग सीएम बनने के सपने को देख रहे हैं, उन लोगों से अगर राजा भी
दिस इज not a party office, this is Cecil Oberoi, and you see a whole lot of tamasha really happening out here, even as source-based information is coming in, that the party has put a stamp of approval on the name of Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, but clearly when it comes to leaders, when it comes to all these supporters, they seem very unhappy with the decision. Let's just try and get a sense. आप लोग क्यों नाराज हैं यहाँ पर?
नहीं, हम नाराज नहीं, कांग्रेस एकजुट है, पर हम चाहेंगे जनता के फैसले का सम्मान किया जाए। कांग्रेस एकजुट है, कांग्रेस में कोई भी नाराजगी नहीं है, पर जनता की जो आवाज है, जिस मुद्दे से जनता ने कांग्रेस पार्टी को लाया है, उसी मुद्दे पे को ध्यान में रखते हुए सीएम बनाया जाए।
सुखविंदर सिंह सुक्खू
नहीं मैडम, यहाँ पर जो हिमाचल में चुनाव हुए वो रानी प्रतिभा सिंह जी की अध्यक्षता में हुए और हर विधानसभा क्षेत्र में विक्रमादित्य सिंह जी ने युवाओं को जोड़ा है, युवाओं को कनेक्ट किया है और पूरा।
आप बताइए, आप लोग यहाँ पे विरोध प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं?
मैम, हम जो विरोध प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं वो हम इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि स्टार प्रचारक सुखू जी भी थे, राजमाता जी भी थी, लेकिन ग्राउंड लेवल पे काम किसने किया? प्रतिभा सिंह ने किया, विक्रमादित्य सिंह ने किया। जो हिमाचल में कांग्रेस की 40 सीटें आई है वो रानी प्रतिभा सिंह की देन है, और हम लोग सुखू जी जो विनर है वो 100 कुछ वोटों से विनर है।
So utter chaos here. This is a big embarrassment for the Congress party. The supporters now coming out, shouting slogans against the party, saying this is a decision taken in haste. You must have heard some of the slogans. We are really coming out of the chaos. The reason is that several of the leaders, and remember, even as they're close to announcing the name, several of the leaders have gone back in again. We saw Mukesh Agnihotri running right back into Cecil. So even as the CLP is undergoing. It's going to be very clear for some time from now whether it's going to be a tough decision because remember, there seems to be a lot of disagreement, and why it is taken so long is that even though the central observers did actually prefer Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, a big disappointment really coming in once Pratibha Singh put an objection to his name, saying that's not acceptable. Many floated the idea that there could be a peace offer in the name with Deputy Chief Ministership given to Vikramaditya. But that again seems like improbable. This could go any which way. This is obviously a huge embarrassment. Here in front of you is the Congress supporters now sloganeering against the Congress party itself.
Absolutely. Kamalji, just stay on with us. We'll come back to you. Lalit is also joining me from outside the Vidhan Sabha in Shimla, where that Congress legislature party is to happen. Lalit, has that meeting started? And what are you hearing? Because already protests have broken out outside the Cecil Oberoi, because reports are suggesting that Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu could be named the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh.
See, right now what we are seeing here, that the CLP meeting has yet not started. But if we talk about the leaders of the Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu camp have started reaching here in the Vidhan Sabha Lodge. So this is the place where the meeting would be held after some time, when all the leaders would be reaching here. But if we talk about from the Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu camp, Sanjay Awasthi could be seen here, then Raghuveer Singh Bali could be seen here, then Anirudh Singh Rana could be seen here, who is the MLA from the Kusumti Vidhan Sabha seat. But still, right now what we are learning, that there is no official announcement for the name of the CM. But yes, Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, who is the MLA from the Nadaun seat, is the front runner for the post of the Chief Minister. And the other two names which are taking rounds is Mukesh Agnihotri, the CLP leader. But right now it seems that a lot of ruckus and mess could be seen as the supporters of Pratibha Singh, the state president of Himachal Congress, shouting slogans outside the hotel where the three observers are right now. So we have to wait and watch what the three observers conclude, but still not the official meeting of CLP has not been started here in the Himachal Vidhan Sabha.
Absolutely. So the meeting hasn't started over there, but the fact is that already protests have started breaking out outside Cecil Oberoi, where the central observers have been meeting some of these top leadership as well. Lalit, where are these contenders at the moment? Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, Pratibha Singh and Mukesh Agnihotri?
Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu has reached here. But if we talk about Pratibha Singh and Mukesh Agnihotri, they are still there in the Hotel Cecil, where the meeting was going since 9 in the morning. And around 15 minutes before, CLP leader Mukesh Agnihotri reached here. But once again, he has returned back to the hotel. It seems that the observers have called once again CLP leader Mukesh Agnihotri. And if we talk about the body language of Mukesh Agnihotri, it seems a little angry. And he does not react when we try to talk to Mukesh Agnihotri. But if you talk in the camp of Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, it seems that they are quite happy, as now after 4 decades a leader from the common man have emerged, as Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu has been a student leader, then he has reached to Youth Congress, and after that he could be seen reaching to the post of Himachal Congress chief, and during this elections he was being appointed as the chairman of the election campaign committee. So he has just worked from the student leader till this post. But if we talk about the overall scenario right now, it seems that still it's a stalemate going on for the position of the post of chief minister, and it seems that the Holly Lodge camp and the Mukesh Agnihotri are quite adamant still that they don't want to work under Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu. Yeah.
Right. Lalit, stay on with us. We'll go back across to Kamaljeet right now. She's outside Cecil Oberoi Hotel, where some of the leaders are still present, and protests have in fact broken out. There are supporters of Pratibha Singh who are demonstrating outside the hotel, saying Sukhu Fuku nahi chalega. They want the Rani, in fact, to be declared the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. Kamaljeet, what are you hearing from your sources at the moment? As Lalit was saying, is the stalemate still underway? Is there a stalemate still, or have they decided on a name and these are unprecedented protests which they did not anticipate?
all is fair in love or in politics, and this is where, remember Loud Chair Rally now coming out. These are supporters of Pratibha Singh, and clearly, since the stalemate has been on since the past 48 hours, several of them putting up a show of strength. But this is hugely embarrassing for the Congress party, because many say that Pratibha Singh was out of the race right from the start, considering that she is a member of parliament, and in a tough situation, the party did not want to have that one particular seat, which is from Mandi. This is where BJP has a stronghold. But considering that, remember, as far as position of power is concerned, the focal point has been Holly Lodge, the residence of Pratibha Singh as well as Vikramaditya. She has been reiterating right from the word go that Veerbhadra legacy / the family cannot be ignored. And somehow it seems that there seems to be enough divisions between the Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu camp as well as Pratibha Singh. They may have enemies and opponents outside the party, but these are two camps which are deadly against each other. And this is where the problem really lies, because even Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, who claims to have majority of her support, does not have support from the Rani Sahiba, which is Pratibha Singh. And this is where the objections have stood. Many said that Mukesh Agnihotri, who's an ex-journalist and a Brahmin who is a better face, but Sukhu has contested that a Brahmin will not work. This is an area where the Thakurs work, or for that matter, this is a land where a certain caste will work, and this is an equation which has been brought in by the central leader, which seems heavily in favor of Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu. But having said that, they have to make sure the party and the flock is kept together, which doesn't seem to be the case, because the party is all haywire. All these three camps are going in different directions, and whatever niceties may be said inside the meeting, outside it's an all-out war. And this is the scene that you actually have a look at it. Is a very embarrassing scene. Central observers who was expected to leave by this afternoon are continuing to stay in Shimla, and it doesn't look like that the stalemate is going to be over soon with a fresh round of protests breaking in. Most of the CLP leaders may have reached there, but some of them are still very much inside with the central observers. Will this change their mind? Do they expect a spate of resignations? Will there be a more aggressive stance by any of the leaders? Because for each one of them it seems do or die. Many saying Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu has risen from the ranks, he's the son of the soil, not like the kings. But here is the case, there is a sentiment with the Holly Lodge family itself, and this is what a lot of people are saying. It's obviously going to be left to the central leader to take a very difficult call, whether this is going to be in the form of deputy chief ministership or an olive branch of some sort. This is where the nitty-gritties and the sagacity of all these three leaders will come in. And obviously, if the credit goes to the High Command, the blame for any sort of division or tamasha also goes to the High Command.
Absolutely. Kamalji, what have you been hearing from your sources over the past few days? Who has more weightage in this game of who becomes the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh? Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, what has he got going for himself? Pratibha Singh, what has she got going for herself? And Mukesh Agnihotri, what has he got going for himself?
You know, this is turning out to be like a Game of Thrones. Who's going to walk away with that crown itself? And Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu has the one who's been claiming that he has the most flock of MLAs, followed by Pratibha Singh, who says they have. But obviously, in terms of sheer numbers, it may be perhaps Sukhu. But that's not the word. It's one camp against the other, but Mukesh Agnihotri does have a blessing of Pratibha Singh, because Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu is known to be close to the Rahul Gandhi camp. Meanwhile, Agnihotri seems to be close to the Veerbhadra family, and that is how the equations have been working. So she says, I will back off, but then you put somebody else who's more acceptable, and this is where somebody who's least controversial. Can there be another person that is now also on the platter? But clearly things not going down well. 48 hours on, the Chief Minister face yet to be announced, and there are already protests breaking out. Not the ideal scenario Congress party would have wanted, but there seems to be no way out. The fact that the central observers have yet to manage to placate any of them is something. Tempers seem to be flying high. We've seen visuals of, and we were inside Cecil Oberoi, so there is obviously every bit apprehension that it's not the opponent who may take them down, it's within the party politics that they may actually tear apart each other, which seems to be happening on the ground. And here is a case where Congress party yet to come out after a thumping victory, and embarrassment like this now happening on the streets of Shimla.
Absolutely. This is definitely very embarrassing for the Congress party, for the party which announced that there will be a CLP meeting at 5 p.m. and now leaders are still in fact waiting at Cecil Oberoi, where some elected MLAs have in fact, including Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu. They've reached the Vidhan Sabha. In fact, I'll go across to Lalit right now. Lalit, is that meeting likely to start anytime soon? Because like you've been reporting, some of the leaders are at the Cecil Oberoi, some at the Vidhan Sabha. So is that meeting likely to start anytime soon?
See, the time of the meeting, CLP meeting was 5. It's around 5:20, 20 minutes ahead, but still the meeting has not started. The reason behind is that still the stalemate could be seen for the post of Chief Minister. And if we talk about from the Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu camp, majority of the MLAs have reached here and all of them have been asked to go inside where the meeting is going to start. But if we talk about from the Pratibha Singh camp or the Mukesh Agnihotri camp, majority of the leaders or legislators could be seen shouting slogans as right now also what we are learning that Mukesh Agnihotri and Pratibha Singh could be seen talking to the observers as the supporters of both the camps are still saying that they could not ignore the Haroli Lodge camp, which has been the power center from the last 4 decades. So we are still waiting that would the CLP meeting would start or not. But right now what we are learning that from the High Command, it has been somehow cleared that the next Chief Minister could be Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu. But official announcement has yet not been made, and still waiting when the CLP meeting would be over that the final name could be declared. But still now it seems ruckus and mess between the Congress leaders over the name for the post of Chief Minister.
Right, Lalit, is there a possibility that an olive branch of sorts could be extended to Pratibha Singh and her camp while naming Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu as the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, like reports of course suggested that announcing the possibility of announcing Vikramaditya Singh, her son, as Deputy Chief Minister? Is that a possibility?
See, one thing what we are also learning from the past 2 days after the Himachal Congress comes in full majority here in Himachal Pradesh, that if as we get to tend to know that the Haroli Lodge is quite foe of Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, not from today but from the late former Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh's time. And if Thakur Sukhwinder Singh is being made, so both the Pratibha camp and the Mukesh Agnihotri camp will just fight for that tooth and nail, so that Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu could not reach for that post. So in that case there could be a dark horse who could be named the next Chief Minister. And what right now we are also learning that early in the morning the observers even talked about Rajendra Rana, the MLA from Sujanpur, last time who defeated the former Chief Minister, Mr. Prem Kumar Dhumal. So there are some more chances also, but still right now there is no confirmation yet. But we have to wait and watch as the party High Command and the observers are trying to convince the Haroli Lodge camp and the Mukesh Agnihotri camp, as the Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu MLAs have already reached here in the Vidhan Sabha lobby where the meeting is going to start. But still, if we talk about majority of the leaders of the Thakur Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu camp are inside. But if we talk of the other side, majority of the MLAs have not reached here.
Okay, so majority of the MLAs have still not reached the Vidhan Sabha, where that CLP meeting was slated to begin at about 5 p.m. Lalit, of course, is standing by with that.
Ma'am, kuch
Coming in from outside the Cecil Oberoi Hotel in Shimla, images of Pratibha Singh there leaving from the hotel. Doesn't look very happy with the proceedings. Her supporters, of course, standing outside the hotel right now and demanding that she be named the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. It remains to be seen if she heads towards Vidhan Sabha, where Lalit has been reporting from. Kamaljeet, of course, my colleague was there. She tried to ask her a question, but clearly Pratibha Singh, who usually is very media friendly and speaks with the media, did not say anything. Kamal, if you're able to hear me, give us a sense of what's happening on the ground right now. Okay, we'll try and connect with Kamaljeet. Kamaljeet is, of course, standing outside the Cecil Oberoi Hotel. Those images coming from outside that hotel, completely chaotic scenes over there. We'll try and connect with Kamaljeet. But Pratibha Singh there, viewers, now leaving from the Cecil Oberoi Hotel, and simply from the body language, what we can see, she didn't seem very happy. Reports floating already that Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu could be named the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. No official announcement has been made as of yet. A meeting is to take place at the Vidhan Sabha in Shimla, a Congress Legislature Party meeting for which most of the MLAs have not yet reached. It was slated to start at about 5 p.m. Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu and his camp members have allegedly reached, but not the others. So the MLA is still saying that the High Command will decide. Seemingly, Lalit, if you can hear me, the High Command had decided the Congress Legislature Party meeting, which was called at 5 p.m, was to be a formality where the name would have been announced. But these scenes that are playing out outside Cecil Oberoi right now aren't what possibly the Congress High Command would have anticipated. Very embarrassing for the party, Lalit.
Definitely, it seems to be a quite embarrassment, as it's been that after defeating a lot of elections in the many states, that Congress somehow managed to get majority in Himachal Pradesh. But the way it seems that the crisis for the leadership here in Himachal, it's a lot of embarrassment for the Congress party. But especially in Himachal Pradesh, it's been after 4 decades that a leadership crisis have emerged. As before that, former Chief Minister Bhupesh Singh have always leaded the Congress party from the front, and now the Haroli law, which has been the center of Congress from the last 4 decades, Pratibha Singh, the MP and the Congress state president, has already stated that she wanted to take forward the legacy of former Chief Minister Bhupesh Singh, and their family should be given chance to take charge of the Himachal Pradesh so that they can help out the common people. But on the other hand, if you talk about Thakur Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu, who is from the Nadaun Vidhan Sabha seat, who has won from there, he has also been the former state Congress president, and it seems that now this
just hold
party
on for a minute. Mukesh Agnihotri is speaking. We'll listen in.
Clear.
सर बहुत बवाल हो रहा है कि आप कुछ तो साफ कीजिए कि किस
कुछ नहीं, विधायक दल की मीटिंग होने जा रही है.
जा रहे हैं उसके लिए. Mukesh Agnihotri there now leaving, and there he is marching ahead. Clearly, this is going to be a test for all these MLAs. This is
Absolutely chaotic scenes over there. Pratibha Singh and Mukesh Agnihotri have just left from Cecil Oberoi Hotel. They're going towards the Vidhan Sabha. Kamaljeet did manage to speak with Mukesh Agnihotri. He said that the CLP meeting is to happen, so he's likely headed towards Vidhan Sabha. Hopefully, we'll find out this evening who will be the next Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. Lalit and Kamaljeet, thank you so much for joining us.